Chris, have you seen him play a lot?
Yeah, I've seen Marcel play quite a little bit, and he plays very well. He's a good cueist. He's not frightened of going out there and doing a job.
And of course we know Billy Thorpe's credentials. Alex, he could be a thorn in your side at the Mosconi Cup later this year.
Okay, ready when you are.
Half a year from now. He's not, to be honest, one of the biggest threats playing wise. I mean, Woodward and Shane, clearly the best players on Team USA, but he's of big value to the team. He's like their mascot.
Marcel Price.
Good leg here by Price. Gives him the opening chance. Could be big. Wouldn't be the first time for the player that wins the leg to start out with the 3-4 on the spin.
The first strike. Marcel Price took.
Last match of tonight's session. It's do or die for Price and Thorpe. Wing ball did not go. That's the ball they aimed for to make on the break. Didn't see if it went high or low. The brown 7 went low.
Yeah, I think there must have been a little gap
Foul.
there, Alex. Oh, Billy's just made a foul.
Ball
His hand. Well spotted there by Marcel.
Stop it, please.
Have to see it in the replay. You saw it happen, Chris?
Well, I didn't see it happen, but I know Marcel's on the ball and he's one of the best referees in the world, so...
Yeah, I'm not questioning the call, but more how it happened.
Yeah, I think he just touched it with his forearm when he was bridging over.
Come back a wee bit for an angle on the 3.
And it's a bit of a strange one, Alex, because obviously, as you know yourself, in America, there are rules where you can actually touch a ball with your arm or your clothing, and it's okay.
Good refereeing there by Marcel Eckert. It's a strange little shot. He looked to have a perfect angle.
Yeah, just played that with a little bit too much right hand spin. And a little bit too hard. So, you're looking at getting a good safety here.
He's going offense.
Maybe one of the reasons for that, he's known as Mr. Greenlight. That's the nickname. A green light for potting.
Tried to bank the 4 and he's up against one of the best bankers in the world. Will be marveled by the speed that Price played that bank with. In general, when banking the ball, you would opt for medium speed, medium hard, firm stroke, making the ball come out stiff. Needs to have good speed, going from the 6 to the 7. Wants to be close with little angle on the 7.
Not too bad, a little bit close to the rail, but it's okay. We'll have natural position to get onto the 8 ball.
Can still come around the 9 ball. Low left. Very gentle. Speedy, slick cloth on a TV table allows for that. You can play it oh so gentle, the type of shot.
Billy Thorpe wins the first rack.
And so the first rack falls to a man with Mosconi Cup pedigree, Billy Thorpe. And talking of which, he's made so many appearances in the Mosconi Cup over the years, Ralph Souquet, and tonight he had a victory. This is it, beating Mirka Immonen, overturning the result when they played in the 2001 World 9-Ball Championship final. 9-7 to Ralph.
Ralph, many congratulations. That match against Mirka rolled back the years, many memories down the years, but you've come out on top this time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough match. It was really tight all the way through. I mean, we kept going back and forth. He had the lead, I had the lead, he got the lead back. Then it was me again, then I made a mistake, and at the end it looked like he's going to tie it up at 8, but then he made a mistake and let me go through.
I mean, obviously it must have been very tiring for you to play in. And you only played about an hour before that, didn't you, as well? So it's been some day for you.
Well, it's still just a couple of matches. So I mean, I've played other events where you have to play 4 or 5 matches a day. So it's still okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But obviously, of course, this is the biggest tournament for you, and I know how special it is for you. You've won it before. What's the mindset now? Is it just take each match as it comes? No big ambitions? What's the feeling?
Yeah, I mean, exactly that's how it was. Especially after I lost my first round match and. For me, the single knockout started right away, so I have to just think from match to match. And I mean, I don't expect anything. I just try to focus on the next match and see what happens.
Brilliant. Many congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Ralph Souquet pulling it out of the fire, getting to the last 64. The start of this championship for him, so disappointing. He was 5-0 up on Craig Osborne, lost that match, but then knuckled down.
Thorpe will be unable to put the screws down in this second rack. He'll play push out and let Price to the table. I like this. Looking to position the cue ball there would give him multiple options. If the cue ball goes there, Chris, low left side of the table, watch your shot on the one.
Well, I think you've got to play the one off the top rail down towards the 6 and leave the cue ball.
mean, actually, I think that's what we play the game for, to be under pressure, feel the nerves, but actually be able to execute. That's the best feeling in the world. Probably goes 2 rails here for the trace of right spin. For 2-0 lead, a little further than he would have liked, but should get it.
Billy Thorpe.
No mistake, the man with the mullet takes a 2-0 lead. He really is a colourful character, as you're about to discover here.
There's no other event that is set up like this. Atmosphere is great, you know, all the players are loving it. So yeah, I'm just excited to be here. You know, winter break race to 9, you know, magic rack. It takes underdog where he can beat the top player, you know. That's what I like about these events, you know, especially winter break, you're never out of it. You can be down 8-0 and you still have a chance as long as you get that one opportunity.
Well, that was pretty understated for Billy Thorpe. He started out with a quite comfortable win, 9-2 over Francisco Gatsby Webb from Chile. Great name, that. Then he lost 9-7 to a fellow American, Mark Vidal. That's why he's in this predicament. Needs to win the match to make it to the single elimination phase. He's good pal and World Cup off-pool partner. Skylar Woodward is through, so to Shane Van Boning. Can Thorpe make it a Mosconi Cup USA trio?
The one on the wrong side. If anything, if you're trying to hit it square, your margin is on the other side.
He is indeed. They call him the Torpedo, and so far on target. He leads Marcel Price by 3-0. These first 2 days of the World Pool Championship have been packed with action. 16 tables here. Now this is Jasmine Aushin. Look at this. Following up on her win over Jeffrey DeLuna on the main table this afternoon, she defeats Mark Gray. What a scalp that is, by 9 racks to 8. So Jasmine Aushin joins Kelly Fisher as the second lady player into the last 64 tomorrow.
Oh, that's a great win by Jasmine. Took down Jeff DeLuna earlier today. Now Mark Gray in a Hill decider. I haven't seen anything of that match, but against DeLuna she played well, Chris. I mean, her safety game was right up there.
Yeah, and she was getting beaten pretty heavily by Mark when I was watching. I think she was 7-3 down.
And I don't know about you, but the body language there at the end suggested that towards the end she might have had some good luck. She seemed a little bit embarrassed. I don't know whether that was the case. I didn't see any of it, but that was the suggestion I got from the body language.
Well, they say luck is the residue of hard work. And when you've been around as long as she has, you get it against you, and you get it for you. Better capitalize when it's there. Shot. Nice speed. Unlucky. Unlucky. Had he scratched.
Lucky and unlucky. I think it was actually better that the one ball did go in, because it was an easy jump shot for Billy if it hadn't have gone in.
Interesting discussion, because with the jump, Thorpe at least should have, you know, he still needed position on the 2.
As he fluked the 2 ball. Well, it's just sat over the corner, and another big opportunity now for Billy. Natural position to get onto the 3 ball. He's played that one poorly, Alex. Needed to have come down the left-hand side of the 3 for natural position to get over to the purple 5 ball.
He played it with left to check the cue ball, but then hitting it a little thick, it will make the cue ball bend extra. A lot of work to do now to get on the purple 5. Unless you bank as good as he Breaking from the left side, hitting the one just on the right. I'm starting to think that's what he's aiming for. What do you make of that, Chris? Slight miss-hit or intention?
Well, that's 3 times he's done it now, so maybe he's intending to do that.
Nice. I think he's striking the ball nicely. Do you stay near the long rail or do you go to the left side of the 5, Chris?
I think it's all about personal preference there. I like that shot. He can spin up the table. Just wants to miss the 9 ball. If he gets close to it, he could cannon it and not leave an easy shot. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just like you called it, because he came very close to the 9.
Yeah, Billy's one of them players. He likes to strike the ball. He doesn't like to float anything.
Is there one American that likes to float the ball?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
That was a telling statistic. 33 balls spotted to 8 from Price.
Sharp, razor sharp, Thorpe. Playing with a lot of freedom.
Billy Thorpe wins the break.
Well, it is 5-0 to Billy Thorpe. Very quickly, he's more than halfway to victory for old Marcel Price. Before the match, he had a word with us.
Fantastic, you know. I haven't been playing 9 ball that long, really, about 6 years. Chuffed to be here, to be honest, and nice to get my first win under the belt and try and relax a bit now into the tournament. Yeah, I think getting off to a good start is important. It can settle you down. So certainly, if I can get off to a good start, sort of settle in into the match, you know, could go well then. So yeah, I'll be giving my best shot. So.
Interesting, actually. He's played 2 matches here. Beaten heavily by Mieszko Fortunski from Poland, 9-3, first time out, but then beat Benjamin Belhassan from France, 9-6 in his next match. And he actually said his biggest
It's a
disappointment
threat.
when it
Billy
comes
Thorpe
to
the
pool is
break,
not
leading
taking up the game earlier. A late starter.
Nice. Good hit.
Yeah, and how strange is it, Alex, that that's the best break he's done and it's the worst layout he's got.
Yeah. 2 ball tied up with the 6. A very steep cut on the 1. Is it any use attacking this 1 ball? Oh, that's a good shot. That's a very good shot to judge the deflection when you're playing with so much spin.
Yeah, we know what he's going to play here, Alex. This bank shot here is a little bit tougher because you've got to judge the pace off the rail. And the softer he hits this, the more wide the 2 ball will go. Just
there.
about got there.
It's there. Can go up and down. A lot of room for the cue ball to travel. Nice try.
I was a little bit surprised he didn't play that with right hand spin and come straight up and down the middle
Yeah,
of the
that's
table.
I think where the room was. For me, that cut with left would be harder as well. If you have to cut the ball, extremely cut it. If you put a bit of check side on the ball, it'll help because the cue ball deflects. You catch the ball just a bit thinner. Goes to plan B and executes it nicely.
He's left a jump shot here on the 6th ball. Not an easy shot, but it is makeable.
I think that generally, when players convert from snooker to pool, particularly late on in their lives, the jump shot is sometimes a weakness.
Yeah, and if he does end up hitting this thin, he could actually combination the 8 ball into the corner. But he'd have to hit the jump shot completely wrong for that to happen.
Nice, solid strike. Making sure he cleared the ball and would hit the 6. The trick with the jump, just like any other shot, you need to stay still to find that acceleration with the cue jacked up like that, and stand still when you go through the ball. That's the hard bit. Yeah, if you're up 5-0, things are going well, then you just run into the 7 and you'll be convinced that it'll come out right.
Yeah, that was a kind of a hit and hope shot on the 6th ball.
Shot ball in hand.
Big mistake by Billy. Has been playing good thus far. And now finally the door open for Price with ball in hand and 3 on the table.
Yeah, and that's going to annoy Billy because that wasn't a tough shot. Not only did he miss the 7, but he scratched in the side, and this is a chance that Marcel needed. And as we know, with winner breaks, Billy could be sat in that chair for a little while.
Get that first point on the board. Price is straight in 9 ball. Pretty gently.
This is the road to the last 64, and until the scratch on the 7 ball, it was one-way traffic. Billy Thorpe, though, with a stern expression on his face, he appreciates it could well have been 6-0. In actuality, it is 5-1. That is the scene here at the Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes. 16 tables in 3 different areas. We've got the outer circle, the inner circle, and then the main match table. Out on table 2, what a result for Jan van Lierop from the Netherlands. He defeats a fine young talent from Denmark, Mickey Kraus, by 9 racks to 4. Marcel Price continue his recovery.
Oh, nice hit. It's a difficult leave, even if the 1-ball passes to 5. Awkward queuing. I think it does pass because he's looking at his line to the 2-ball. I think, Chris, that in order to make the 1, he needs to maybe cheat the pocket, come off the short rail.
Yeah, I just think he's a little bit worried that the cue ball may end up behind the 5-ball.
Shot. No, I said shot. A clean pot, but no acceleration in the cue ball, which is difficult when you're elevating to get forward spin on the ball.
That was a great shot on the 1, just no position onto the 2, and now he's in a little bit of trouble.
Very difficult to judge the cue ball's deflection with this angle.
He could be scratching in the corner off this 2-ball. Well, that's a nice shot there, and he's had a great result.
Now Thorpe will look, I expect, at the 9-ball. 2 balls close to the 9, approximately 1 ball between the 2 and 9. So he'll look at the deflection if the carom is on. With spin, you can still manipulate that 9-ball a lot. Left spin, right spin, to steer it more towards the long or short rail. Speed. I think he got the cover behind the 7. Did he ever look at that angle? It looked like being close.
Yeah, Marcel may be able to bend this cue ball around the 7.
He's jumping.
Okay, send please. Send from it.
Extension called, but the timekeeper didn't press the button quick enough, but he has an extra 30 seconds. Nice try. And a roll. Oh.
Well, he certainly had second prize there, Alex. I thought he might have played the 2-rail kick.
Yeah. But playing only 6 years, it's on the top level. You have to cue the ball well, of course, but it's very much about decision making. Finding the shot that presents itself the best.
Nice shot there by Billy.
He can jump, you know. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he doesn't like kick shots. I think that's it. He just wants the guarantee of hitting the ball at least. But if he were to go 2 rails towards the 2, with the 5-4 up table, he would have a good chance to resave.
This time he's on the carpet. And now a look at these balls. This is like meat and drink for Billy Thorpe.
Start the clock, please.
Connect the dots. That's what they do here, Chris. Just easy peasy.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better layout than this. He's got nothing to do whatsoever.
Oh, that's nice. On the right side of the ball. Keeping things simple.
Billy Thorpe wins the rack.
When the cue ball went on the arena carpet, you just knew it was going to be another rag for Billy Thorpe. He just knocked them in nonchalantly, and one half of Pool's mullet men is now 6-1 up. The other half is talking to Michael.
And Phil, he said to me before we came to me, make sure my hair's good, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. I had to make sure mine was good because you told me too. So.
We're obviously relaxing tonight because you've had a good win against Social. You're through, so how are you feeling?
Feel good, you know. Made a couple mistakes. Gonna have to play a little better, of course, to keep going. But, you know, we know what we got to do, and we got to do it.
Interesting finish there on the 9-ball as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was just, you know, I seen the camera come over to get it, so I figured I'd show y'all a nice bank shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually I slopped it in.
It doesn't matter how they go in there, doesn't it? All that matters is that you're through.
Yeah, right. It doesn't matter as long as they go in.
How Billy be feeling at the moment?
Looking at the score, and I've been watching, looks like he's playing pretty solid. So I'm sure he's feeling good out there.
Right, Scott, if you stay with me, we'll be watching the conclusion of this final match of the evening.
The 8th rack. Billy Thorpe to break. Leading by 6 racks.
As Alex was saying, this is his third Matchroom Pool Series event in quick succession, and for me, this is his best performance so far.
Yeah, of course you have the World Cup of Pool, you're doubling. The table was speedy, short races in the beginning. And you don't get to play your own game. Then the World Pool Masters, invitational event, 24 players, races to 7. He gets more pool here.
Yeah, it was an awkward draw, the World Pool Masters. He got his pal Woodward in the first round, and you have to say, and he would be the first to agree, he played very poorly and lost 7-1.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there, Philly. This is the best he's played in all the Matchroom Series events.
Good thing he made it. I think most players would have played the same route, but with more speed. So if you don't pot the ball, which was unlikely, at least you get a chance to save him. Credit where credit is due. He made a great shot. Easy. Now this is missable.
Yeah, he's just lost the cue ball slightly there. He needed to be a little bit straighter on this 3 ball and a lot closer. Got to be careful not to aim into the rail here.
Shot. Very nice. That will help settle him down.
he's been very, very fortunate there, and if he was that straight on the 4, I think he should have played the 5-6 combo. Very lucky to have a shot at this 5 ball. And he's got nothing to do with the cue ball, just got to stop it dead.
Yeah, he's fighting hard. He's trying his best. Sometimes questionable decisions. He's making most of the shots that should go in.
Yeah, we have to remember this is Marcel's biggest event that he's ever played in. And I'm not sure he's ever played on TV before. It is very
The head
nerve-wracking.
was shaking, Chris, really badly, wasn't it? Visibly shaking.
Surprise.
One fortunate positional shot, and of course he kicked the one in out of the hook to start that clearance, and so he gets his second rack on the board. Nevertheless, Billy Thorpe still very much in command at 6-2. Mr. Greenlight, he was runner-up in a GB Grand Prix. I was looking at his snooker record. He's actually represented Wales in the amateur internationals. He's won Welsh ranking tournaments as well, and we all know what a hotbed of snooker South Wales is, and he's from Swansea, so he must be a very good cueist who clearly has made plenty of century breaks.
Yeah, there's a lot of great snooker players from Wales. You've obviously got Mark Williams, who will be the most famous.
Billy Thorpe, the Torpedo. He's twice been on winning Moscone Cup teams, and he's still only 24 years of age.
Thin iron frag. Not surprised to break.
Yeah, forgot
Trailing
that.
by 6 racks.
He's been around for quite a while now. Just forgot for a little bit how young he actually is, Thorpe. A lot of experience already. Quite firm. Would expect the balls to open up a bit more, but it's the one ball that hit the jaw that has come back.
If you notice there, Alex, when the cue ball hit the side rail after the break, it spun down the table. Therefore, he must have imparted right-hand spin on the break.
So he sees part of the one. Find cover behind the red 3 ball. Billy will attack this one. He can look at the tangent line off of the 6 to see if he can play a kiss shot. The one into the 6 and then towards the pocket, or just a cut shot. A lot of room for the cue ball to travel. Make sure to miss it thin.
Well, as I say in the pool world, he missed it on the pro side.
Yeah, it looks a little wild, this missed one ball after the cue ball ran into the 2. But you line up, you go down, you aim to make the ball, and then when you don't really have that aim, you just make sure to go a little thinner. Needs to watch out. 2 rails hitting underneath the 1, he could scratch.
I was a little bit surprised he played that, because from the camera angle it looked like he could get between the 2 and the 9.
No, don't tell him. Have you never done that, where you play a shot and then after people tell you that you had a clear side of the ball? Now let's watch this kick shot, because what I've seen Price on most of his kick shots, he's rolling the cue ball like almost at dead weight speed. But in this situation where the one ball is, you need to play this with pace. It's tough getting to the one off the short rail. You need to bend it. This is the way to go. Long rail. Play with stun. We stun this, right, Chris?
Yeah, and the reason he stun it is the cue ball could spin down the table. Does need a little bit of luck with this one.
He's left something good. Still would have liked to play that shot with more pace. Sharp.
What a weapon to have in the arsenal, that ability to bank time and time again.
Yeah, it's unbelievable at the jump shots, Phil. I mean, they have a bank pool tournament called the Derby City Classic in January. I played him a few years ago, and he played race to 5 balls. You rack him up as a 9-ball table. And I basically had one shot. He ran 5-5-4, and then I missed and he ran 1.
You did well in the 9-ball event there, though, I remember, Chris, some years ago.
Yeah, I won it a few years ago. I was very fortunate. I was getting hammered in the final. I think I was 7-2 down and luckily won 9-8.
Wow. Yeah, he just started this page on Facebook. I think it's Banking Billy or Banking with Billy. I don't know the exact name. I remember at the Mosconi Cup, he called out during the press conference he wouldn't be missing any banks. And then I don't recall him making one, but he's setting that right. Made 3 already in this match. It's queuing nicely. Apart from the one scratch.
Formality. In it goes, yes. So, 7-2 to Billy Thorpe. Well on the way to a place in the last 64 and single elimination tomorrow. Welcome back to a match where the
Rack number
stars
10.
and stripes are
Thorpe
flying
leading
high.
7-2.
Billy Thorpe leads Marcel Price by 7 racks to 2, and of course, in rack 10, he gets to break.
And again, the one ball hit on the right side. He's making balls. Sometimes sees the one. But apart from that, quite a few clusters also after the break.
Yeah, and he looks to have been very, very fortunate there, Alex. He can play the one in the side off the 7, and the 7 will develop the 4, the 5 and the 6. His guaranteed position onto the 2. Well, I cannot believe he's not played that harder, Alex.
Yeah. You don't want to think about controlling the cue ball. Yeah, I agree with you. It was the shot, and if you have to go back and forth for position on the 2, then that's what you do.
Yeah, he's obviously just trying to take full control of this rack. He's got to be a little bit careful here. This could go wrong.
Just about enough. Perfect line. Played it nice. Again, good cueing. I mean, it's easy to miss-hit that shot.
Yeah, it was very easy to not get into the cue ball there and scratch in the corner.
Yes. Looking at the bank. 3 out of 3 until now.
Extension.
Go
please.
Billy. Cross corner.
Yeah, I think he's got to play this one slow, Alex, so that the 5 will slide off the long rail into the corner. Or can he punch it?
Yeah, played it like a shot to nothing.
Yeah, certainly not a bad option. He's played the cue ball in a good area where he couldn't leave the 5. But what he has left is a simple safety. Just needs to clip this 5 ball thin, play with a touch of right spin and try and get him behind the 8 and 9 and 6.
Smither. Oh, that's very difficult what he tried to do.
I'm not sure that was his best option there, Alex. He's putting all his eggs in one basket there.
Yeah, like you said, clip it thin, leave the 5 there, and then maybe the bonus cue ball behind the 8 ball.
Billy Thorpe
Oh, well.
wins the rack.
As if he needed that kind of luck. Billy Thorpe leading by 8 racks to 2. Now, what a story, by the way, across the arena on one of the outside tables. Veronika Ivanovskaya was taking on Tim de Ruyter from Holland. It was a mightily tight, dramatic finish. But look what happened. Ivanovskaya beat Nick Malai in her first match. Now she beats de Ruyter, and she's the 3rd woman into the last 64.
Veronika, many, many congratulations. What an emotional day you've had.
Thank you. It's been a very long day, and yeah, I'm happy that I pulled through, I must say.
A fantastic end to the day, though, because obviously it started with a close match against Yoshioka, but he just got through. But you're through now. You've done it. It's been a long day for you, but you can go back to the hotel now and be happy.
Yeah, absolutely, I will. I just developed in the last match a very bad migraine, and I was not on 100%, so I tried to push through. It was very tough, but yeah, kind of I made it.
Yeah, you have, and we really appreciate you talking to us. Just
Thank
very
you.
finally, just sum up, just a few words, how happy you are.
Well, I'm very happy, and I think I would be happier if, obviously, my head wouldn't explode.
Oh, Look, I'll leave it there.
I'm truly sorry. I know I appreciate it a lot to be in the last 64, but it's been a long day, and I think I can only celebrate when the medicine kicks in.
Oh, absolutely. Look, you go back to the hotel. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you
Brilliant.
so
Well
much.
done.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry.
Well done, Veronica. Well done indeed. 2 great wins. And what a great fluke that was from Billy Thorpe. Not the time you need them, really, when you're 7-2 up already.
Thank you, Billy.
But he'll take it.
The 11th frag. Billy Thorpe is bragging on the hill, leading 8-2.
So now looking for the coup de grace.
I'll take it. Hasn't looked too worried about his break, like really trying to find something magic or something that works consistently. Going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah, and just look at the 2-9 combination if he makes this 1 ball.
That's it. Look at that. More of that tomorrow, please. Assuming he's going to win his 9th rack.
On the brink. In more ways than one. Chris, not a ball I expected him to miss.
No, like I said earlier, Billy's a player who likes to punch the shots, and I'm very surprised it didn't punch that 2 ball in.
Oh, nicely measured draw shot by Price. Under the cush right now. Can't afford to make any one mistake from here.
And another scoreline is 8-2, but it doesn't really reflect the match because Marcel has had quite a few chances in these racks and it could easily be 5-all.
Get to the second rail. Oh, whoa, whoa, he got into that a little bit too hard. He's playing surely for the side pocket for the 7.
Yeah, and that's a typical snooker shot, is that, Alex, to stun the ball and stun out, where most of the 9-ball players there would have played that with a touch of top left-hand spin. And should you land short on the 7, you're in it in the corner. Should you land far on it, you're in it in the side.
So the miss 2 by Billy Thorpe delays Price's execution, or is the Welshman ready for a major fight back in this match?
Price wins the rack.
I can't see a full-scale fight back somehow, but Billy Thorpe will be annoyed that he left the 2-ball over the pocket. So Marcel Price gains a little bit more respectability in that scoreline. It's 8-3. Bada Alawadi beats Benji Buckley 9-5. Alawadi, of course, the man who was defeated 9-8 by our pal Carl Boys last night, having led 8-6.
Yeah, and he had a glorious chance last night. Phil, he was 8 apiece and perfect position on the 7 with only 3 balls remaining, and played a bit of a strange shot. Ended up twitching the 8-ball, and Carl knocked in a great shot.
when you do things like that, it's hard to psychologically make amends, but he has done. Now that's the 2-ball that's prevented Billy Thorpe already shaking hands and going through.
Right, 12, no surprise to break, trailing 8-3.
Maybe the scoreline on the brink of defeat could help Price to shed the shackles of self-doubt. Play free and careless. Nice break. Nice squat for the cue ball, but not enough speed for the 1 to come out.
Yeah, and there's not a lot you can do here, Alex. What do you suggest in this type of situation? Would you try and tie a couple of balls up with a push out?
Yeah, in general, I try to. You give away the initiative, so you're always at a disadvantage unless you know something that the other guy does not, which won't be the case at the World Championship.
Yeah, I was like that in my match earlier today. I played a couple of push-outs just to tie a few balls up and make it difficult, because I felt that I could kind of outmove my opponent.
There's not enough room behind the 1 ball, I think, to play a kick and stick. To play into the short rail with left spin and then hitting the 1 ball as full as you can to hold the cue ball there. I don't think it's on. I don't think.
Yeah, and that's the problem, that if you don't get right behind it, you're always sending it towards the corner pocket.
Will Price's cue action hold up here? Doesn't have to come back all the way with the cue ball. Cinch it. No, movement. Sort of broke down halfway the backswing. Started coming up with his body.
He seemed to be digging down a lot on that ball. His backarm was quite high. Therefore, when you connect with the cue ball, you're going to impart a little bit of spin, or unintentional slide, as we like to call it.
Extreme cut.
Got to be careful he doesn't scratch off the 6 though here, Alex.
Good call. Oh, beautiful shot. Best shot of the match. Best shot of the match by Thorpe. He's made some good shots.
Alex, I absolutely agree there. That was a great shot, wasn't it?
Beautiful. Couple of good banks. A very nice cut on the 1, like mid-match. But this jump, the best.
Yeah, that was a brilliant shot there by Billy. Still needs to be a little bit careful.
5 banks.
Yeah, and a lot of people at home will be thinking that's kind of a trick shot, a show-off shot, but he had to play that to hold position for the 4 ball.
And all top players are good at banking balls, but some are better than others.
He's been sorting out more banks than Butch Cassidy in the Sundance Kid.
Did he come across that shot?
Did you see his backarm there, Alex?
Yeah.
He dropped his backarm on the shot. Just watch his backarm, the elbow drops as he hits the ball.
And this game is so mental. So he has played, you know, more than decent. He has played a good match, but a miss like that, even if he wins 9-3, he can be in bed tonight or at breakfast tomorrow and think back of that shot.
Yeah, and things like that can certainly turn a match. If If Marcel can somehow win this rack and put a couple of racks together, the pressure will really be on Billy.
Shot.
We saw that yesterday, didn't we, with Albin Auschen and Roberto Gomez. Gomez led 8-0, he led 8-1, missed a very simple 8-ball, and at 8-7 it looked as though he was going to have the match snatched away.
And he's just looking at the jump shot here. He's not got position on the 6, but
I don't know if I like this, because on every jump he was hitting it very firm. If you see the jump cue, it's about 14 millimeters thick. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Little fist bump. You see that? Very nice. Seems to be striking the ball with a bit more freedom now.
yeah, Marcel has a really nice cue action. He times the ball very well. He's got a compact cue action. Very evident of a former snooker player.
Marcel Price wins the rack.
Well, the last couple of racks has gone right for Price. Not right for Billy Thorpe, though. 2 glaring errors on the verge of victory. Worrying moments for the more experienced man in the world of 9-ball pool. You would think he would have finished this off by now, but that's not the case. Well, that's what was remarkable about the Whirlpool Masters semi-final, in which Alexander Kazakis defeated Eklund Kachi. Now, bear in mind, that was only a race to 7. Kazakis missed 8 pots and still prevailed.
Price to break, trailing 8-4.
Switching sides, Marcel Price. He's looked very comfortable, Thorpe, but missed good opportunities to close out the match. Now, I don't think he has good shape